Evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn beta. We last episode established this little tiny colony with a couple of houses and got our food going because we were playing with eager beavers and they're apparently much more hungry than ones that are not. So today I think we're going to start with an inventor's hut and start producing ourselves some wonderful science. Science is very important because it helps push all of our beavers into newer things because we can build new things there. Sorry, I was wondering if I should put these back here or do a line of them. I think I'll do a line of them because then I can put stairs behind when we get them. Just do one for the moment. I don't need any more. I think everything is pretty good. I build a flag. A hauling post. A hauling post just allows more beavers to. Their job is to move things around. So instead of saying it has no job, they're just told to go and pick up things and move it around. So anyway, some beavers have gone to sleep. Awesome. I don't think we're fulfilling their social life enough, and that could just be because they're working too long, too many hours. Yeah, we could cut that down. We could give them a bit of chill time in the evenings if we want to. So, but right now things are working okay. So I'm going to leave that at 20 hours. It's a long day. It's a long beaver day, and they work into the night. But they're fine. They're fine with it. Okay. So there we go. So now we have science and. That's ticking away, and when it hits 100%, that will give us 3 science points. Yep, there we go. Awesome. And then to unlock things, you literally just pick what you want to unlock. So let's say I want to unlock wooden stairs. It costs 70. I'll click it, and it will tell me I could buy it when I've got enough, but I haven't right now. So maybe we'll build another science place, but then we're going to get into the realm very soon of requiring logs. Planks. We have logs right now. Some buildings, I don't think anything we've got right now. No, everything still requires logs, so we're okay, but some things will require planks. Wooden stairs require planks, for instance. So we're going to have to get into our power system soon-ish. I think we're okay. Okay, nighttime drops down again, and they're going to carry on working for a long time. If I was to lower the clock here to say that, there we go. They're all going to stop at 1600. Well, they're going to do a 16-hour work day. So, yeah, I assume that's 8 hours, 8 hours, and 8 hours, isn't it? So if they start at, say, sunrise, which is, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, then they go off, but it gives them more time in the evening to do their own thing, so they can socialise more, fill up their social life more, they can get some sleep if they need it. Yeah, it just gives them opportunities to do things. Now, we're not getting any babies yet, which basically I need these two to be in here at the same time, I think. Not sure, but they work on 20-hour days, so they get 4 hours off, sleeping and socialising and all that sort of stuff. The beavers are happy with that. They're fine with it. I do want to put in some more housing, I think. So let's do that. Let's put in another 2 housing back there. We might even put in. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. So, and they can store two beavers each. So. That'd be 12 beavers. We currently got 11. So that means we'll have all the space for all the beavers we need. And then we can put a row above and put in a platform round and put more on top. We can't go up another level above this, unfortunately. You need a solid base for it, so you'd have to put like one in the middle, I think. Don't know whether that's feasible or not. essentially what I think you need to do, instead of putting them here, you'd have to do something like this, one over, and have all of them point to the centre, so there's a row in the centre they can walk up. And then for the next floor above, you'd put them back on here, put them outwards, and have them run on the outside. Because even though you can't put the footbridges on top of each other, scaffolding they can't walk underneath, but with footbridges they can walk underneath. You can put a footbridge on top of this building. So you can put a footbridge in the centre, put the building on top, and then do it that way. I think. Anyway, I'm not 100% on that. I don't exactly know. But so we had another carrot. Yeah, we had another carrot yield, which is awesome. We're full again. We're doing really well for food, so we do kind of want to get some more kids in here, I think. Yeah, I think we might shorten their days, so they've got more time to socialise, and then that would allow them to sleep, to make babies. Hopefully, there we go. Hey, we have a new baby. Woohoo! Yes, we have a new baby. STHedgehog was born, which is awesome. So that worked, and it worked on the first two, not the second two that I was constantly checking. So yeah, and that's probably because your social life was pretty high, and your one was pretty high. So yeah, so I guess it's based on how much they have. So if it's 100% that bar's full, that's at 50% fertility, and then 50 plus 50 makes 100. So yeah, that's kind of the way of things by looking at it. That's quite awesome. And we reached level 6. Awesome, they're happier than ever. Cool. That's because we have nutrition. All 12 of our beavers, including the child, has nutrition. Knowledge can only be done by adults. Kids can't learn knowledge, which is fine. I suppose it's a bit weird. And what we want to do, we want to get to 11 so we can unlock the fancy beavers. Oh, fancy beavers are the new, the last difficulty. So that's the goal. The goal was to get to 11. Obviously, we can carry on, play for as long as you want to. Really, it's not mega. Not the end, I should say, when you just hit the goals. But that would unlock the final difficulty, which is something I would like to do. Now, we're probably going to need another storehouse. I feel as if the one storehouse just isn't enough. So let's put in another storehouse somewhere. I don't know where. I might put it back here, because that land's pretty small. We can't really do a great deal with it. So we'll put a storehouse back there. And might also chop these trees down and have our... Oh no, this is all going to be for farm, wouldn't it? So we'll do our power system over here. So let's put that in as well, and they can start working on that in the morning. So let's put in a water wheel. The water wheel does exactly what it says on the tin. It spins in water and produces power. So there, put it there. No, hold on. To be honest with you, I kind of want it there actually. So we'll put it there next to the watering holes. Requires a lot of planks, 50 planks. Logs, not planks. Planks are the things we're getting to. Essentially, when that's built, you see it has that little connector. And that connector transfers power, and you transfer powers with your shafts. You have straight shafts, you have corners, junctions, four-way junctions if you want to. Those things, and we can unlock power uphill. So we could run the line all the way along and run the power up here, and the high ones, which basically just allow shafts to go above paths. So, but we'll build that first because I don't quite know where I want to put my woodworking shop, the carpenter. This produces 290 HP. I assume that's horsepower, and this requires 50 horsepower. So we could build 2, 4, 6 and then not quite run them at 100% speed. But right now I just want one, and we're going to put it on that path there. Where are we? Now buildings can also share power. So if I plugged it there, it would get power directly from that water wheel, and then I could put another building next to it and another one next to it, and they would all share power. So that is an option as well. That would kind of limit the water wheel, however, because that means that you could only power these ones from it, and then you'd have to connect every building. I don't think you can connect these power connectors off of a building and it will transfer the power out the building. But I don't know. I haven't tried that. Probably something we should try. But right now, I'm just going to put them here. I'll put one in there. And also, we'll do the power. So we do one like that, and then we'll do we could just do a turn, or we can do an intersect. I'm going to do it intersect because then we can transfer the power, carry the power on if we want to. I could also run the power this way if I need to, for any reason. So, yeah. They build buildings in the order you put them down, so they will prioritise this building, providing I have materials for it, and then the next ones you put down in that order. If you don't have the materials for a building, obviously they'll skip it for the next one, or they'll put in like the logs, and if you've got no planks, they'll just ignore that and move on to the next building. So, yeah, we are progressing. We are getting there. And there we go. There is our water wheel. Been built, is producing power. Now they're going to call me liars and start working on these, which is weird because they should. No. I put that building in first, so that would be the next one they build, and then they'll come along and they will build these two. So that's fine. It's fine. Now we have got a lot of storage built as well, and you'll see this already has some stock of things inside it because we have a desired amount. What we could say is we could increase the desired berries to 100 or 200 and then turn this one down to nothing. So all berries will go into this storage. We'll not turn them off from this one so they can stay in here if this one fills up. But we could set all of these to none and then set this to 200. You can actually just type into that field there. So it won't request any goods apart from berries. Berries will be transferred here, preferably. You could turn off all the other things if you want to, so you can have just a specific storehouse for certain things. So I could say, hey, I don't want berries being stored here, they're just on the outside. I don't know what the rules are for food. I don't know if they eat carrots first and then go for berries. And they like it. Looks like they just eat whichever they kind of desire, so that's fine. And there we go. There we go. That has all been built and connected and is working. And you'll see here, I love this. I love the little. It makes sense. The log is spinning. It connects to the cog. The cog flips around and spins and goes that way. And the other thing that I really love about it as well is if I put another one of these on this end here, this will actually change design, which is fantastic. Rather than having this cog here so that this cog is spinning the wrong way, it actually becomes a log going through. I can just show you. That's the easiest way. If we put that down there, and then get our beavers over to make this. You see it changes? It changes to being a straight through log with a cog on it, so everything is spinning the same way. It's little attention to detail, but I love it. It's fantastic. Little things like that, just yeah, really, I like that. I just like that a lot. Okay, so let's also get them chopping down even more trees, shall we? Be so kind as to chop down all of those trees, and then I'm going to cancel these trees up here because we don't want to take them. We can't get to them yet. Take out all those trees if you would. Let's go back to having 20-hour days as well. We were getting a couple of babies being born, which is good. I think having more days is more important here. But the first thing I think I want to unlock... Now, we could unlock more food options here. The water pump is awesome. But the first thing I want to actually unlock is going to be the forester, which we can do now. So let's do that. Let's unlock the forester for 60 points. And then when the morning comes along, we'll put him down. The forester is... how can I put this? The description to it says it plants trees all around in the area building, but it also has an option to flag trees to be chopped down, and it's very weird wording that. You see, it has this area around it where it can plant trees, so you can put it anywhere you like, and it will plant trees in the area that you are choosing. So I think we're going to put it probably here, which means we're going to have to get rid of that tree there. So let's tell them to demolish resources. That one. I think that's a priority. I think demolishing resources is a priority. That's why he rushed over to do that first. If we put a forest in here, do you see where the yellow line, the yellow area of effect is? If we put it in there like that, and then we build a path up to the door, and also because I now know that that's the area there, we'll build a path along here. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't cost anything for a path; they're free. So go up to there as well. Here we go. Let's demolish that one, and we'll chop down that tree there because it's not a baby one. Awesome. And we have beavers that have no job, so let's increase our beavers hut here. They can have 4 beavers in them at once, and we'll go with that. Unreachable bush. Ah, yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now that is a little thing that this does as well. So what do we need to do is we need to put in also here a lumberjack flag. And I'm going to put it right next to the forester, right there, so it can be built and everything can be awesome. Let's run our... Oh, that's still got a log in it. Okay. So, what's happened here? Why has that bush been flagged here? Well, that's because it is mature, so it can be harvested. And this place, anything within its area of influence, this yellow marking around it, if it's available to be chopped, it will flag it to be chopped. See, it says auto cut mature trees. Also works for bushes. So it took me a while to figure that out. But what basically happens is the beaver, who works inside here, I don't think there's anyone, no, there's no one working there yet, because we've set them to all be, what's the word? They're all builders. So we'll turn the builders down. 3, and then do it. You're going to get a builder. Awesome. Okay, so the beaver's going to go up. That's the pod. Look around. Come out and going to plant a tree. The trees being planted. Oh, they're planting birch trees. Oh, you've got 3 different types of trees as well. I'll explain in a moment. But this birch tree has been planted and will now start growing. When its growth hits 100%, because it's within the forester's range, it'll get flagged to be chopped down. The forester doesn't chop them down. The lumberjacks chop them down. So that's why you put a lumberjack flag right next to it, so it can reach all the trees in range. and then they will chop the tree down and take it over there, and it becomes automated, which is awesome because it's very, very useful. Very, very useful. It also works for the blueberries. So even though this can't plant those, it can work for the blueberries. So you could potentially say put this down like inside here somewhere when the trees are all gone, and it will flag all the bushes, and then as the bushes automatically spread, because they will do, it will flag them to be picked. It won't work in the long run because eventually everywhere will just get filled with trees instead. So there we go. See, that tree got automatically flagged. It grew up, got flagged, we chopped down, and it's now being chopped down. So we now have essentially an infinite supply of logs. And that comes to this plant here. There are 3 different types of tree. There is birch, maple, and pine. And essentially they are light trees, medium trees, and heavy trees. If I go around the map here, I can show you them. Here are some birch trees. Birch trees produce 1 log, but they grow very quickly. So if you need a quick supply of logs, birch trees is the way to go. They will grow the quickest and be chopped down quicker, and then he'll plant another one, and it gives you a quick supply of logs. Pine trees are the middle ones. They produce 2 and take a bit longer to grow. Most of the maps are covered in pine trees. They obviously take a bit longer to grow, but give you 2 instead of 1. So this builder has picked up 1, and another one comes and picks it up. So if you've got a hauling flag nearby, that's probably a better way to go with the maple. The pine. Maple trees are the other version. Maple trees are find any birch. Here are the maple trees, the big oak ones. They produce 8 logs. They are huge. They're well over that, but they take such a long time to grow. It's probably worth it. You probably will get more logs overall, but you really need a stable supply of logs first before you can go there, because they take a long time to grow. I don't know the exact timings for them, but we know this was our first tree. It's 13%. I don't know when it was planted. I'll have to check that out to find out exactly the length is, but I'm guessing the birch tree is 3 or 4 days. The pine tree is 5 or 6 days, and the maple is probably 10 or 12 days. So the maple's better. You get more logs for the time, but you've got to wait a long time between getting the lump of the logs in. So. But yeah. And we have another baby being born. Awesome. When they grow up, they will grow up into adults, and they'll automatically go and fill up any building that's spare. So like this one here, they'll fill up these, and everything will be awesome. But you'll see, because we have this here, the beavers from this flag are coming along and chopping down the trees. So that works. It works pretty well. So I'm going to tell it to cancel that bush there, because I don't want it to say that. And then because I've cancelled it, it will never redo it. It only checks them when they become mature, so you haven't got to worry about keep doing it. So, hey, more babies! Awesome. We are producing lots of babies, and that's even with a 20-hour workday. Awesome. Maybe we'll have to up the workday, but we'll do that next time, and we'll come back and carry on expanding our beaver civilization into the world. One quick note on the trees as well: they do spread automatically. So if you leave a forest, it will spread out and cover, I'm guessing, the whole map. I don't know. I've not left it long enough to find out. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching our beaver devastation. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.